Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Oh yeah,
we sure I've seen that movie.
We
Hunter,
sure do.
give us the plot rundown.
Hang on,
please.
I want to give the plot for this one.
Can I give the
Fine.
plot? I never give the
No.
plot for anything.
No, because you're gonna take way too fucking long with
as
it.
long as
I won't,
Tanner
I
doesn't
promise
do it,
I
that's all
won't.
I care about.
Yes, you-
I won't,
especially
I
with a
promise.
movie like this, you will absolutely take way too long with it.
Fine. I get the next one though.
Okay.
Monty Python the Holy Grail is the story of King Arthur, guys, the King Arthur of Arthurian legend, as he meanders around the British countryside searching for the Holy Grail. And they kind of just go from random thing to random thing, looking for the Holy Grail. That's it. That's the movie. It's very simple.
It's got a killer rabbit.
It sure does.
That's
the-
a holy hand grenade.
That's the only thing from this movie that I have ever seen. Like, the only, like, I just remember this random video clip I found is just this rabbit that fucking rips some dude in a knight's costume head off.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what movie it was from. And then the movie starts up, and immediately I turned to Nico and Jackson. I was like, dudes, is this the fucking movie with the killer rabbit? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, let's go!
That's crazy. I got quit. Did the little joke they have at the very beginning with the fake German captions? Did that joke get you guys?
Yeah, it did.
I was very confused. I was literally like checking my like TV settings because like sometimes Netflix will just put on random subtitles. So I was like clicking around on my TV. I'm like, what the fuck is going? And then I actually started reading them. I'm like, oh, okay.
It was talking about some kind of moose or something. I don't know.
It was talking about what happens when a moose bites you or something.
So
something like that.
So all the people who made this movie, all the actors and the actors are the writers and all that. They're all Oxford grads. So, and you can see it in the movie. Like they have really like smart jokes, and then they have the dumbest jokes possible. And I just think that combination is so funny.
Yeah, that's fair.
Probably one of the best movies that has riddles in it.
Potentially. I think it's up there. I don't know if I'd say it's number one, but it's definitely up there.
I would also
Tyler.
say
I was gonna.
one of the most quotable movies ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Quite quotable. As Nico pointed out in his little thing, it is kind of just a bunch of separate little vignettes where they can do some sort of medieval themed joke, basically.
Yeah.
Skits. So I would like to ask each of you, what was your favorite scene in the movie?
This is an easy one for me. It was the only one that made me like laugh out loud. It was when the fucking, I can't remember the guy's name, but it was the dude that got the letter that his fucking partner got shot by an arrow.
Lancelot.
Tattoo. Yeah, Lancelot, when he's going to rescue the prince.
Yeah.
He's like hauling ass in the distance, and they just keep cutting back to him hauling ass and like benignness, and then suddenly he's just on their shit and just fucking
It's so funny.
and just goes and mops a
It
full
was
fucking
so
castle.
good, dude.
That was
Funnily
hilarious.
enough, that's my favorite scene too, when he's just going through that castle, just murdering everyone indiscriminately.
Yeah.
There's so many good
I'm sorry
scenes,
about that, guys.
dude.
Oh, it's so funny. And he just starts it back up right in the middle of it. Like, somebody is like, I don't even remember what happened. And then he goes back to start and kill people again. I don't remember what provoked him, though. But, my favorite scene was, the fucking Knights of Knee. That was pretty golden
the
moment.
Knights who say
Oh,
knee?
hey,
Don't Knights say who that. say Hey, knee. don't say that online, man.
Oh, shit, you're right. I'm sorry to all those who...
The reason you shouldn't say it online is because you're dead naming them. They now identify as the Knights who say Ichi 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 Batang.
I cannot remember that for the life of me.
We have
So
a
I'm just gonna
choir?
use their original name.
Shrubbery. Nothing too expensive.
Very nice, shrubbery.
It's just so stupid.
know.
It's so stupid, but I
Yeah,
love it
it's-
so much.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly
a
why I
great
love it.
Dylan, I
This
thought you
is
just
the
said
way they
earlier
bring
that
back
you're
as
no
well.
longer into that stupid kind of humor.
I didn't say I wasn't any longer into it. There was a portion of my life where I fell out of it. I don't know when I got back into it. It's just whatever, man.
Okay.
In
I
this
can't- I don't
economy,
know.
a man cannot even make a living selling shrubberies.
Crazy stuff.
Yes, I am a shrubber.
Yes, I am a shrubber.
Hunter, what's your favorite scene?
Oh, there's so many good scenes. Like the dark,
True dat.
the Black Knight is obviously good.
'Tis but a mere flesh
yeah.
wound.
I don't know why, but I think it might be when they're doing the witch trial.
That's mine.
And then because the best part is like they do this whole ridiculous way to find a witch, and then at the end, like the actress that plays her, she's like, "Well, they got me." It's like, wait, oh, she actually was a witch. That's the funniest part to me.
She turned me
She
into a
actually does
newt.
play the same way
A
as the duck.
newt. I got better.
I got better.
Or I think this single frame favorite scene is one of the French knights is at the top of the tower, and it's when they're making the rabbit, the wooden rabbit, and he's just turning and looking in different directions, and for some reason he just overemphasizes one way. He's just, and I don't know why. It's just really funny to me. But the movie's gold,
Nice.
dude.
And then Nico, you said your favorite scene is the witch trial as well.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Nice. What about you, Tanner?
I agreed with Jackson. It's Lancelot fucking murking all those people.
I gotta say,
no reason.
that was a very memorable part. It was just anyway.
Or the
Yeah, so I will say, going into this film, I was slightly worried, okay? I was slightly worried that I wouldn't actually think it was funny at all, because I knew that Tanner would lambast me for that. However, I did find quite a few scenes quite comical. However, here's the thing about the movie, guys. So the entire thing is just solely comedy. There's no fucking story to this whatsoever. There's nothing else to engage you other than the comedy.
they're going for the Holy Grail.
Exactly. Yeah, sure. Generally, I'd say that the movie is quite funny. However, each scene really just kind of has its own thing going on. You know, it doesn't vary the jokes that much. Pretty much whatever's happening in one scene, that's going to be it for like the whole thing. So if there's a particular theme going on in one scene that you're just not really into, you're not really going to find the whole thing funny whatsoever. And there are quite a few of those throughout this film where it's like, okay, can we please just go on to the next one? I'm not really liking what this one's doing. So, like you know.
What's the scene specifically that you
the Knights of Ni is fucking stupid. I don't care about that one whatsoever.
Oh my god, you motherfucker.
You must cut down the biggest tree in
French
the
Knights
forest
up on the tower.
with a herring.
I also don't care about those knights either. Honestly, guys, I know that this is sacrilege, but the whole Black Knight scene I also don't really care about either.
I mean,
Nico, name one movie that you don't think is a C tier.
I don't. I mean, I've got plenty on here that I don't think are C tiers. I'll also spoil my ranking right now. This one's not landing in C tier, D tier. I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ.
For example, Kyler, I put Unicorn Wars in B tier. Okay,
Oh,
I put Undercover Brother in A minus, bro.
Okay.
He really did.
Yeah. Shrek 2 is S minus, dude. There are good comedy movies out there.
If this doesn't go above Undercover Brother, that's when we're gonna have a riot on our hands, by the way.
Goddamn.
Anyway, do we have any other thoughts on this movie?
I love... Best part of the movie is definitely the coconuts instead of horses.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was a thing that was just going to persist for like the beginning portion of the movie, and then they just everybody
You
ended
keep
up
it
doing that. I was
going,
like, all right, at least they go with a running theme, and they just carry it out to the end. I can appreciate that.
Oh, the Holy
But
Hen.
I will say, the one thing that kind of got me was at the very end where they're charging the castle, and I'd be like, and then the fucking police van shows up, and like they take Arthur to jail. And I was like, man, this would be so crazy if it was one just big like LARPing thing that people were just filming on their own time. And then like the officer went to go like slap the camera. I'm like, wouldn't it be crazy if he like slapped the camera and the movie just ended? And he slapped the camera and then it went black and then the credits started rolling. I was like, no fucking way.
Do you know how many people I've shown this movie to, and they're just like, huh? Like, that's it? I'm like, yeah.
That's the end.
How'd you think it was gonna end? You really thought they were gonna find the Holy Grail, didn't you? Fucking dumbass.
The Holy Grail is in Jerusalem, idiot.
Maybe the real,
maybe
the real Holy Grail was the friends we made along the way.
I still think those sluts were hiding it from them. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
That's it. That portion of the movie honestly was like a runner-up for my favorite. I thought that part was funny as shit.
Mean Zing and Whopper and all the other ones, whatever their names were?
Yeah, whatever the guy who is the chastity guy or whatever.
That was a self-insert for Dylan.
Yeah, I think the one annoying thing for me for this movie, it's a really benign thing too. It's just all of like those like random like art piece transition things they did. None of those really landed with me that much. I'm just like,
interesting.
It lasted a decent amount of time too. Sometimes like it's just like just shit I'm looking at. I don't really care that much for it.
Not as long as Fritz the cat though.
True, the ones in First the Cat were even worse than this, but they weren't that bad. That's just, you know.
Exactly.
If I have to name a detractor to the movie, I'd say those.
I don't know if any of them are as good as the Dancing Crow, though. So.
Yeah, the Dancing Crow
that's
is like
very
S+.
true. like those fucking jumping mountains or whatever was going on there. The clouds and the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get what that was about.
That's nowhere near the Dancing Crow, okay?
Yeah, no, not even close.
Dude, that cat's swinging.
There it is.
Oh, these cats are swinging.
God, I fucking love that crow. He's... Anyway,
That crow is hands down the best part of that movie. Anyway,
are we getting down to the rankings here, boys?
I guess we are, and let me kick it off this time.
All right.
I'm gonna give Monty Python and the Holy Grail. This is actually very
drum
funny
roll,
considering how positive I've been on the movie. B+.
Really?
Okay. Yeah,
Crazy.
fair enough.
Jackson, what are you giving it?
An A+.
Oh,
I think
shit.
this is the funniest comedy we've seen so far.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hunter, what about you, dude?
I also gave it A+. I think it's probably one of the best comedy, original comedy movies. It's just some of the parts are a little slow, and I'm not a huge fan of the ending.
Solid, man, solid. Dylan, where are you ranking it? Whoa, crazy.
I don't think
I'm
it's going to
also
be
going to go
Undercover
with
Brother,
Tanner
guys.
here. I think it's a B+ film in my book.
Wow.
It depends. What did Nico
So
rate
you
Undercover Brother?
did put this one underneath Undercover Brother.
Damn,
I
you
will
did.
say,
It's a tier above it, boys. It's a tier above it. We've got an A on Holy Grail and an A- on Undercover Brother.
Let's go. Wait,
Safe.
A- on Undercover
I mean,
Brother.
in his personal ranking.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Never mind.
yeah, I think the Undercover Brother was a funnier film overall than this, Tanner.
Oh,
Interesting.
I almost went with the S-. but
Put
I
me
didn't.
on the record with that one. Undercover Brother is funnier than Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Get him out of here.
Sacrilege.
I think
Clip it.
there are just different senses of humor, guys. We have to